Discuss Live Community Radio is pleased to present A Little Sunday Substance, Lady Substance in Conversation.
Good morning, I am Lady Substance and I am here today on our first show of A Little Sunday Substance. My first guest this week is going to be my friends, my band members of Interfunk, and I thought it would be a lovely gesture for this first show on Mother's Day to get my friends in that help me keep on my way. So, Hums Vision and Hertence of Interfunk. This is our first show. Who knows where it's going, but you know what? The first thing we want to do is about giving respect. So it is about honouring our mothers, it's about honouring this space, which is Hibiscus Community Centre. And we are here on Hibiscus Live Community Radio, offering what we do in this community. Today we just want to be talking and giving respect to our mothers, as it is Mother's Day, but to also remember mothers are human and we have feelings. Isn't that right, Holmesburg?
Unfortunately, it's not going to be a good Mother's Day for me because I lost my mum. It'll be the second year I'm going to miss her for Mother's Day, so she'll be missed and I'll miss her. But for everybody else who's got their mums, like yourselves and kids, make sure you make a great day of it with your mum. Have a good day with your mum, cook for your mum, give her presents, show the love for your mum, because there's only one mum, so make the most of it.
That's true. I need you to talk to my sons. What about you, Hortensia? What's the day like for you?
Well, day like for Mother's Day. A Mother's Day is a Mother's Day and it doesn't stop on a Mother's Day.
Believe that.
It's for constantly, forever, 24 hours, 365 days in a year. And I think it's beyond numbers. So, first time mom, not first time mom, and those moms with the whole bit of experience, thumbs up for you. Those who first time mom, thumbs up for you. So we just do our best as mothers, and for me to appreciate my mom on Mother's Day, it's not just to say thank you for Mother's Day, it was always thank you for the little and for the big as well. It's important. We just don't just expect. And another key thing, as my grandaunt would say to me, my auntie would say, don't buy nice pretty things when they're dead because they can't see it. You know, don't just buy big roses and pay for the big funeral and all that. They want to see it now. Appreciation starts from now. Doesn't have to be holding for money. You can just draw a little picture. It appreciates, mother appreciates the littlest as well, as the big ones as well.
I definitely agree with that. This is the part, look, it is Mother's Day, but yeah, the reality is there are a lot of mothers and a lot of families that do not have the Hallmark card, picture perfect life, and want to make people see, be yourself, relax in yourself, just be in your love, be in your truth, because that's all you can really do. And don't judge yourself by other people's standards, just do the best that you can do, because those little things, I speak personally, I think they matter.
And I think another thing most important, like Tom saying, he misses mum, what we also must include that families that lost their parents, like their mothers, they must still celebrate their love and think about them. It might be good or depends on people's upbringing, but appreciate that moment they had with their mothers, because we just don't know when. But we can just value that. So
by their life.
Yeah. So just enjoy that. It's not just for the living mothers, it's for those who lost as well.
Exactly.
So we appreciate all those in life.
Which is the main thing why, especially like why I've invited you, Hans, because I know it is recent since you've lost your mum,
That's right.
but also know how important your mum was to you or is to you in your life in the way that you are. It's like, this is a good son. you are a good son. And speaking as a mother, you know, it's like, oh, you get to be so good apart from the wonderfulness of your mother. Tell me about your mom. Tell me about your mom.
Well, as you know, we sing a certain song and I do celebrate women being mums, you know that. But we can talk about that later. But my mum was, you know, she's one of the Windrush, you know, as people would know from back in the 50s and that. Came over in 55 and she brought us up the best way she can, me and my two sisters. It was a fantastic experience. Do us right from wrong, it'll slap if we do anything wrong, you know, and give us...
But you get a lot of slap, isn't it?
I was a good boy. I do some naughty things, but we all do. We all do. But by and large, she was really great, and I think she'd give me a bit of attention more because I have two sisters and I'm the only boy, so she tends to look at me a bit, you know, yeah, see to me a bit. So, but you know, it was a fantastic time with her, all the parties and things like that, my birthdays and things like that, her birthday and stuff. And I suppose towards the end, I suppose the last 8 years was probably some of the most, you know, one of the best, you know, with my children, you know, coming along. She's making a fuss over them, all her grandchildren, all girls. So, you know, so we had a good time with that. She looked after them as well. Also, we treat her, I mean, I think one of my best friends is celebrating her 80th birthday and had a pink limo outside the house, and she didn't know what was going on, and my kids were there, and my sisters were there, and that. Then she see this pink limo, and then we got on it, go for a spin. My cousin, who produced a song, you know, a show called Thriller at the time, and I took her to the Lyric Theatre in the West End to see the show. And she had a good time seeing that, and of course the big cake and everything. So we really had a good time with that. But towards the end, as opposed to the sad side, is, you know, at least she saw me at my 60th birthday. As you know, you was there with your mum and everyone and that, and all my friends and families were all there. And then she had to take the stage, as she would, and she said that she wanted to say something. So she gave me a glowing speech, a tribute to me being her only son, calling me my only son, who's a pensioner now, who's 60. So she had a little joke about that, and she likes to crack little jokes like that. I suppose I get that bit of humour from her, and my dad as well. So that was one of the highlights towards the end of her life. I always have. I've got pictures and videos of things that reminds me sometimes. So as she was getting ill with the COVID around and that, and she suffering with asbestos was inside her, and it's been there for a long time, they said. But for me, I think maybe the COVID might have triggered it, you know. But anyway, it was coming towards the end of her life, so I was looking after her and my sister Bev for about a year or so through sickness. I still managed to work, do my music and everything throughout the time, you know. So, you know, it was quite touching. And that's towards the time of her death. In fact, it was the day before. I was doing a gig with Interfunk in the Night Owl, and before we left her, me and my sister, in the hospice in Hackney. I asked her because she couldn't speak, she was in a bad way. So I said to her, Mum, I've got to go, but before I go, I've got a gig, 2 gigs. I've got one on Saturday, one on Sunday at the Thames. If you want me to do it, stick your hand up. If you can't, don't stick your hand up. So she stuck her hand up, so she gave me her blessing to do the gig. So through that, I phoned up the Night Owl, told the manager I'd be there to do the gig, because I think Ryan spoke to me just before she died as well to see how I was, and I told her that she's okay, so I'll do the show. She gave me permission to do it. So I did it, did the whole show, but all the time I was doing the show, I was holding it back, because I just wanted to do the show with the band. And then after the show, we went upstairs into the dressing room, the restroom and that, and I had a bottle of champagne type thing, had all the cups, you remember it. We took the cups upstairs, gave everybody a cup. People thought it was someone's birthday, but I had to explain to the band that my mum died the night before and she passed away. So I just want to drink to my mum's health, may she rest in peace. We had a drink to her, and that was the best way I could have done it. And the next day I was doing the Times, I was comparing the show, and a chap named Asher, who Hortense introduced me to, he gave it the build-up for me, and he told the crowd my circumstances before I came on to do the show. I wasn't expecting him to do it, but when he did it, I had to hold back. I was getting a bit emotional. But then, as soon as up there and hearing the claps and the cheers and stuff, they don't even know who I was, but they knew who I was by the end of the night, because I was doing what I normally do, entertaining people and introducing people to sing. It was an open mic night, and it went well as well. But she had a good send-off as well. After that, good funeral, everybody in the band was here. They all came and sing a song on my mum's behalf as well. I was very pleased about that. And even now I go to the crematorium and I go and visit her with flowers, and that being my sister. We go up there. We probably do that on Sunday or Mother's Day as well. So that's my memory of my mum, and I miss her every day. She's always in my mind. I'm living in the house that she used to live in, and we've got a shrine with all flowers and pictures and things there right now. So no doubt my sister will get flowers and put them there. And then we'll go to the crematorium, and as I said before, we only got one mother, so everybody who's got their mothers who's around, make sure that you love them, embrace them, do what you can for them. They love you as much, love them back and help them, especially when they're ill, as I found out for myself as well. So, I love you, Mum, miss you, Mum, and I hope you can hear me.
You would have frightened if I said she'd come into me and she said, behave yourself now. It's like, are you eating your dinner? The importance, is to say our mothers impact us
Definitely.
in our lives so much. And yes, this is a commercial day, I suppose, but if we can rise above and we can kind of go to the core of what it means to be nurtured by someone, to be encouraged by someone, to have that comfortness, that foundation of family that makes you pursue the things you love in life. But yeah, life and death, the cycle of life, we lose people, but when you keep them in your heart and you keep them close with, you honour your mother, it's kind of like, so that those ways stays with you, helps you grow, gives you strength, which is kind of a nice thing to see. Speaking as a mother, it's kind of like, that's the kind of things you aim to want to have in life. So I think why I kind of bring this up in this setting, a little Sunday substance, is to remind us that simple things sometimes,
Means a lot.
bring that cup of tea to your mum. Just empty up that bin before she asks you. Little things, just that little smile or something. It makes a difference. And in this climate where there seems to be so much uneasiness within our communities, not just as people of colour, but for people within this area, there's so many stresses, and do we have those foundations out there everywhere? There's a lot of children in homes these days, foster caring, so it's like the foundation of family is broken. What do you think, Hortense?
Yeah. Well, like I said, growing up, I think generations has changed. The backbone of generations, it's like this generation now has become weaker because of the system is taking over families' life, even though family structures wants to be hard and form the bond of family is important, but like you said, social media now is kind of breaking the barrier of family. It's making it weaker. It's causing separation. Children staying in the bedroom, eating in the bedroom. They spend more time talking to their friends, not communicating with family. Back in my days, then you get up and try and go in your room. Then you get up and try and go in your room when you're supposed to be sit down amongst the elderly, even though they're not talking to you. They might ask you a few questions, but even though you want to get up and just, oh, this is so boring, you can't do that, because it's a level of respect and mannerism and principle or morals needs to be installed in you. When you're a child, you don't understand, but as you grow older, you see that,
The purpose.
Yeah, you see the purpose. Yeah, you will see that. People walk past you down the street, they can see that quality in you, and saw that in my son. But then you got the worldly, the social media influences. Oh yes, they're trying to draw it out, but you're trying to create a balance. So
not easy.
Yeah. For people out there, young and old, well, I would say youngsters nowadays, to this generation, and you might think your parents is just, especially your mum, moaning and gulping too much, and oh, she's doing my head in, oh no, oh, you don't understand, your old head really, old head is wisdom. Wisdom is old head. Yeah? So it's we parents say in a way is to protect your mindset for outside, because outside your home it is a jungle.
Yes.
It becomes your enemy. Your defense system is your home. And then I'm going to say that because I'm a person of balance. Not everybody has a defense system at home.
Exactly.
Sometimes outside it's become their safe place. But the knowledge you would learn from others, because you might not have our strong parents at home, but there's always someone out there in the world who's going to be a parent to you.
Exactly.
There's always someone who's got your back and cover you. So it's important that balance. Don't make a fuss like your parents is just a hard head, old-fashioned. It's good to be old-fashioned now. Ish in a way.
It's chic. And actually, because that does lead into the beauty of this place, Hibiscus. It's a community centre, but it's also a place that's trying to build foundations for people. Because it knows, because of the people that comes, there is not perfection in this world, and there is, I would say, systematic crumbling of what are the foundations of family, even through, like, if you're homeless and they move you outside of an area where you've got the majority of your family, so they break that contact, or it's kind of like just throwing everything, you're tempted by everything, so it's like you forget what's important at home, and we need more and more spaces like these that are going to reinforce those, they might be all-time values, but I tell you, my grandmother's been gone since 1986, and I've never forgotten. I'm 58. I am older than my grandmother was when she passed. Manners and respect will take you anywhere.
And it doesn't cost you any money.
It costs you nothing. So what we want to do within being who we are is to encourage people, take back those old foundations. The qualities. I guarantee you, I cannot tell any others how to live life, but I can tell you, I bear witness, those foundations keep me upwards, keep me looking forwards, keep me wanting to do more, and it is by honouring. I honour my grandmother by thinking about things better, you know, because we all get things wrong.
Yes, yes.
There is
We're not
no one.
perfect.
Yes.
There's no one
You
is
know,
perfect.
so, and we go through the roller coaster in life, but when I'm down, I can get up. I can get up. Have faith. And it's like, respect self. Why am I putting myself down? I can communicate, you know, we have these things.
And do you
Mount, talk, yeah.
And you know what? Talking about our family values when you're young, you know when you're down, our parents back in those days,
Back in the day.
yeah, it was a bit harsh, but it's a ground of they can't afford to petty you too many times and wrap you up in blankets and
Yes.
cushions, because you go out in the real world, you just like
Yeah, explore.
you'd be frightened, yeah, you don't know, you want help, you want this, you want someone to have your back all the time.
Yes.
Because when you're down, my parent, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
When I get bullied at school back in my days from up north, and then you know you're the one in the classroom or whatever, and kids are jumping on the table, calling and teachers mocking you and laughing at you. I go home. I cannot speak. It's not saying I cannot speak to my mom or sit down and talk. It wasn't in my head to say, oh, guess what happened at school? It was just more about, just get on with it.
You have the dishes to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Tidy up your room.
get on with it. It's not that you're ignoring you. And the time in life, as you grow up,
Housework.
You must be joking.
Oh,
I was
okay.
without frying that. Washing dishes, mopping the floors. I was in a Victorian house, 4 flights of stairs. I had to sweep all the steps all the way down to the basement.
And time
mop all the way down to the bottom. No, I didn't have it easy. I had to do my bit as well.
Younger generation, you do have
Do your
it
bit.
easier.
When you get rewarded in the end.
yeah.
On a serious note though, because I'm a first generation born here, and I did think a lot of the parenting was unfair. But yeah, I had to grow up to kind of like see
appreciate
what was happening behind,
Understand.
Yeah.
what was hidden from me as a child, you know. I didn't encounter the racism that they felt, the proud man being spat at, you know, or, you know, he's working all the hours of the day to provide for family, but you're getting less than what others are getting.
Yeah.
And it's like,
All the injustices.
so I never saw those kind of things, and the learning of how we react as humans, you know, we feel down, you're gonna snap, you're gonna kind of like things. So all these kind of things, but it's compounded the way our families are. I'm a single woman. I cannot tolerate to be within a relationship. However, I still have the role as parent, as a mother. So you still have to kind of find some kind of balance. But it's I don't know. I've handicapped myself in a sense, you know. Cause I don't know. How can I explain this? My grandmother never cried about she belly hurt her in her period up here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I become ball for Christmas for anybody, you know what I mean? My emotions are on my sleeves. They never had that luxury.
No.
But they still had to go through it
Yeah.
and still try to.
Yeah, because remember, they going back, like I would say, go back into the slave. Those who were enslaved, when they were the slave master, they cannot cry out, oh, my foot's hurting, my head's hurting, my period pain or whatever. It's silence, you go behind the door. So everything's done private. So when their generation now, when they have children and children now, my family all, before, you know, my mum back in the days, or the family before my mum, you know, it's more, it becomes more lighter and lighter.
Yeah.
Don't tell this, don't tell that, shh. Because they will take that secret to the grave. They ain't going to tell you nothing. You're trying to break them, they cannot be broken.
And I'm trying to break them.
No, you cannot.
I can't break. When I say, and then I end up with my own little frustrations.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like the importance of consciousness, being able to kind of communicate through and to be able to, we have the pleasure of creativity.
Because our generation, us as a generation, we're the first generation to listen.
Yeah.
Because our parents,
Listen to what?
you try to explain to your parents back then, those who, of this area, they would say, if you get licked, they lick you first before. They ask you one question, and if you're trying to answer, but that's it. North, east, south, west. Straightforward. So we're the generation. So I'm not saying all parents are like that, but when you're from a background when some parents are really strict or whatever, they don't tolerate it because the communist country, they can't take too much stupidness, any pressure, because it's racism, they're trying to work and bring up a family, they have this to do,
They've got to work, pay the bills, all that.
Yeah, they've got racists going on at work, they're not telling you because they just want you to focus. And you coming up with this foolishness, no, not interested.
Okay, so you see, this is why you must respect your mothers. Please. Let's get back on how we get through this. Definitely, we use our music. Our music is kind of what keeps us going, the driving force, because those are the principles we've had within us to have what's within we can find, so.
Yeah. I mean, you can find, for me, basically, how I've been brought up, it wasn't pamper. The only pamper you get is when you're not well. It's like, I can't get you better, darling. It's all right. And then when you get this little 80%, right, come wash the plates now. But to me, it helps to be motivated, because when you're down and you go through situations in life, you're able to hold your head up. You're able to find not just like, there's a light underneath the tunnel. Okay, it's not just one you can find elsewhere. Yeah. There's a rock in front of you. There's a different ways to climb. You don't have to climb, there's other avenues. So in life, there's always a network. If you look at the leaf, it has networks. Yeah. So there's life, there's ways you can go through. It's not just one channel, there's many different avenues.
I think it's also about seeing the value in the network, so, because I think, for me, definitely, I don't know if it's because I was an only child, but you want to break the networks, so it's kind of, before I understood what the networks were, I want that, I don't want that, so it's kind of like, so fortunate for me, I call it my blessing, I found writing. I found...
Yeah, you discover yourself.
The ways to kind of bring out of the doldrums. And this is, I think, what I was saying, with the situation with hibiscus and trying to reach the community, it's like, how do we counteract the negatives that are designed, it seems, to kind of stop you having your dream. It's like, I know you've had a couple of relationships where it's kind of like, as people you think, they're supporting you, but no, they're not that. So, but it's because they're caught up in, no, you can't have that, you shouldn't have that. So how do you kind of like keep maintaining?
Yeah, it's not easy, I know. But as you know yourself, I have to explain that back in 2020, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right. 2020, I was promoting a track for Interfront called Children of the World, which was for children in need. A young lady...
What's that now? Is that now? Children in Need time?
Yeah.
Oh,
BBC.
Is it going?
November, yeah.
Sorry,
well, I did Children in Need in November 2020. A lady who I know, a friend of ours, Ella, she invited me to the place called the Hibiscus, which I never heard of before. So I said, where is this place? She said, oh, it's in Stratford, blah, blah, blah. So she said, she'd take me there. She had a word with a chap named Clifford, you can't see on the camera. And he gave permission for Ella to bring me down. So I came down here, and I did an interview in this very room. In fact, I was standing there with all the red background, promoting the Children in Need, the track that I did. And then, as I was leaving with Ella, and saying, oh, thank you and everything, I spoke to Clifford in person, so he runs it and everything. And he told me, I need a lady with spirit to help run this place, like, you know, help put some life into the place. So, who said, my mum's Lady Substance. She was perfect for it, as you can see from the way she's talking. So I got on the phone to Dion, told her about the hibiscus.
But wait, you tell me Dion? No.
Lady Substance, sorry.
It's cool.
And I told Clifford about yourself, and he said, give me her number. So I asked Dion first to see if it's all right. So she said, okay, give me the number. So I gave Clifford your phone number, and as they say, the rest is history. So by coming to this place, and it's a nice place, and all the functions and things they do for the community, I even managed to get Dion on board, and met Clifford as well, and of course I've seen Clifford since then and everything else. So the rest is history now, and she's still here, and now she's doing her own chat show, so the rest is history. So.
He cannot get rid of me.
Right.
Chat so because
I can't get rid of you.
They try.
So that's the story of this place for me, and also Ella for bringing me here, something like that. And I like to thank Clifford for speaking to me and giving you the opportunity to be involved, yeah?
Well, I think that's the whole point. It's about welcoming people.
Yeah.
It's having a place that sees what you're trying to do, and kind of, they might not be able to do it for you, but they can give you the opportunities to have a goal.
Yeah.
And this is what a little Sunday substance is supposed to be about. Yeah, I'm promoting me. There will be music later, you know, but it's also about, there are opportunities for all of us, even in this community. You know, even with all the negative notions passed upon us, even with our circumstances may not be what everyone aspires to be, there are opportunities, and Hibiscus wants to be able to show people that, give people the opportunity that I want to do that.
Express themselves, yeah.
Because it is all about expression. You know, I used to think I was a suppressed voice. I'm not. I've always been able to talk, but I've got issues. I'm sure that's a title for a song. But it's the way we go through them, and if we are given the support to get through them, we can go to the next stage, because it is an ongoing thing. But it's best to be going in a direction than round in circles, or, you know, so Hibiscus Community Centre supports its people. And you are its people. And I know I'm going to be hearing some music from you.
Is that so?
Tell me about the song you're going to do.
Well, the songs, what you're going to play, hopefully, it's called 1 to 10. I wrote it.
What's it called?
1 to 10. And my brother did the music for it. So this song is about, I was like, oh, let's write this song down. Okay, oh yeah, I can relate to this one. It's about your journey in life, because part of the song it says, life is a journey, it's your story. Was it life is a story, it's not your journey? Yeah, one of them. So it's a story and it's your journey of your life. And it's like a book. Not everybody starts life on the same level. Some might be complicated, some might be easy, some might have a silver spoon in their mouth, you know. It's like running a race, you know, some might be faster than others, but as long as you get to your destination of your journey, along the way it's a different pattern, and that's the story of the song, you know. Smell the air before you can taste it.
I never did that a lot in my life. You never smell the air
but you can taste it, man. You know, it's a pattern how we see life. Some people, it's a competition, trying to compete with Mr. Jones and Mr. Jones, or Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones, or whatever, who's got the latest card. On some parents put pressure on their children. Well, this child is doing better than this one, and you're not, and you gotta have the A plus, this one's gonna have the A's, or siblings competition, and it brings stress upon the household, upon their own self, or, you know, sometimes when you want to go further in life, you're completing in your mind rather than looking at yourself and saying, you know what, this is what I want to achieve. What can I do to push myself further? It's all right to talk to yourself. It's good, because I do that. I encourage myself.
I have the best conversations with myself.
Only with yourself.
Ain't worth talking to this one. They don't respond back. What was he said to me the other day?
Unfortunately.
No, but that is true though. Life is a journey, and part of me being settled in life was when I understood my story was okay to be. So that's why I like to encourage people, know your story. Don't hear what other people telling you what your story is. You know, you get to know your story and be. And don't be ashamed to be who you are. You know, if you're like, what is it? Goodness and love in your heart. It's a good thing. Be you. You are the funk master.
Entertainer.
And we're gonna get, hopefully get a song from Hums later as well. This is like, we are into funk. He is into funk.
Well, we should.
And he is a ladies' man.
Well, I don't
James
know, well, so they say.
We call him the pocket rocket because he loves to suck it.
That's why I get the cane at school. That's why I scream.
Is that where James Brown came
Man.
But you know, to be fair, we should mention the other guys in the band as well. You know.
No, they're not here, so don't watch that. Because I'm mentioning you because I know it's kind of, I'm trying to get you to do a nice little song for us, kind of like our elder mothers out there, you know, who understand, you know, the importance. We want them to understand the importance of how we appreciate what you have done to keep us going forward, and then we'll blag some harmonies on it.
Yeah.
But no, yes, Interfunk is an 8-piece band, and there are other members, and sometimes 9, and
sometimes 20.
especially when he's ready to bring people. You should come to one of our gigs. And actually, you shall have that opportunity on the 24th of March.
Is it 25th?
24th.
Oh, sorry.
She's always late. 24th of March
The Queen.
at the Madden's Bar, which is East Finchley, High Road East Finchley.
That's right.
Come and check Interfunk out. You can see how groovy this man really is. Yeah,
Band, yeah.
we do our thing.
Ladies do their thing.
Try to do our thing.
So does everybody.
But
That's
meeting
why.
the rest of the band as well, no, definitely. It's worth, if you have not been interfunked, you have not lived, you know.
That sounds rude.
You missed. You missed.
Happy Mother's Day! Gonna take a little break. Remember, this is Hibiscus Live Community Radio, here to put the heart into your community. Hopefully you are enjoying this little section of A Little Substance on Sunday with my wonderful guest, Hums Vision and Hertence of Interfunk. See you soon. Bye. Alright. Thank you so much for listening to us today on A Little Sunday Substance, Hertence and Hums Vision. Before we go, which is something I should have done firstly. Mama, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for being you and for having me and for the one almighty creator. Without you there is no life. I give thanks, I am grateful, I see my blessings. And to the Hibiscus Community Centre for the man Clifford Headley, giving us this opportunity to have a platform to speak our truth. I'm going to utilise it, so join me again for a little Sunday substance, a little music, a little chat, and all of that. Bless up. Take care. For your further listening pleasure, I give you Hums Vision. Yeah, right, darling. Mummy say you're fine, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, go.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. Ha ha. And it won't be nothing, nothing without a woman or girl. Don't forget that, fellas. Without a woman or girl. You see, man made the cars to take us out of the road. Man made a train to carry a heavy load. Man made the electric lights to take us out of the dark. Man made a boat full of water like Noah made the ark. It's a man's world, and it won't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Happy Mother's Day. Without a woman or a girl. You see, man makes about a little baby girls and a baby boys. Man make them happy because man made them toys. Man does everything he can. But do you know that man makes money, the root of all evil, to buy from every woman and every man? There's a man's world, and it won't be nothing, not one little thing, without a woman or a girl. Without a woman or a girl. Don't forget that, fellas. Without a woman or a girl. Happy Mother's Day for all you people out there. All you people, look after your mother, because you only got one mother. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. To everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that's my Hums box, baby. Happy Mother's Day.
You see the Hums box, there's a Hums box.
So that was the taste of the tip of into funk. So come on down.
Don't forget the 24th of March at Madden's Bar, High Road, East Finchley. You can see the full impact of Interfunk. But also, I need to tell you, we had the International Empress Day celebrations, and it was a wonderful thing. So thank you all for who joined in, who supported, and I, Lady Substance, will see you. Oh my God, that makes me forget actual.
It's going to
Rewind, I forgot. There is still one more. Okay, so now you have had the Hums Vision reminding you that yes, it may be a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman or a girl.
Thank you, Mama.
I am now going to give you Hortensia, who's going to tell you the journey of 1 to 10. Yes, my sister, to the 10.
I've been singing on top of this track, and I've got my voice in it. So this song is about your journey of your life, and sometimes we go up and down. I think we can control the world in our hands. So high-headed, so floating in our own balloons until it up, land on the heavy ground, or on the spikes. Happy Mother's Day. I'd like to give my love to my mama and all the mamas out there. Here we go. You can hear me now. So that's the time of the story. You see, you love it. You have to go around again.
Come again.
Come again.
Come again.
Come again.
Come again.
Come again now. Now we're talking.
Yes. Shake out those Sunday blues.
Back in the days, my father used to do a lot of things on bass. I like to. He just plays with that stuff. Creative music.
This is his creation. We got the brother. Give him a shout out here.
His name is Circuit 400.
Circuit 400. The librarian.
Ah, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give me no time for sit down exercise. Here we go. Listen to the words. James Brown. Love interest.
It's on the rice and peas wash mix. Yeah.
Coming in. Only time to slip away. Trying to make it right for the first time. Do you understand? I almost broke my leg for the good things I've done in life. Pretty got angry, thinking I've got the world in my head. My head, yeah. Control, but I'm in control. Slipped away, gonna beat me around my head again. Got some lips, man, seriously.
In the picture. You know what? For every great journey, there takes one step. This is our first step. Hibiscus Live Community Radio. Interfunk, Hums Vision, Hortensia, thank you for coming and sharing what me not know what me doing a little Sunday song. But you got it, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll tune in again.
And thank you.
Thank you.
More than welcome. More than welcome.